The year is 750 AD. You are standing at the absolute center of the terrestrial world. Located in the lush Zarafshan River Valley in modern-day Uzbekistan, this is the beating heart of the Silk Road. To the east lies the sprawling Tang dynasty of China in its golden age. To the west, the rapidly expanding Abbasid Caliphate and the remnants of the Byzantine Empire. To the south, the wealthy kingdoms of India. Samarkand is not just a city, it is a massive, cosmopolitan hinge upon which the entire global economy turns. Using AI trained on ancient merchant letters, archaeological excavations from the ancient site of Afrasiab, and geographical records, we have meticulously reconstructed what 24 hours in this global crossroads actually looked like. We are exploring the real network of antiquity. Imagine negotiating across 6 different language barriers, handling goods that have traveled thousands of miles across unforgiving deserts, and navigating a city where every major religion on Earth shares the exact same street. This is what life was actually like as a Sogdian merchant on the Silk Road. Let us step back over a millennium. Dawn. The sun rises over the snow-capped peaks of the Pamir Mountains, and the oasis city is already moving. You are standing inside a massive Caravanserai, a fortified multi-story stone inn built entirely around a vast central courtyard. This is the staging ground for the greatest trade network in human history. Right now, it is early spring. The mountain passes are finally melting, and the great caravans are preparing to move. Merchants are already in the courtyard, tending to hundreds of massive 2-humped Bactrian camels. These animals are the undisputed masters of the desert, capable of carrying hundreds of pounds of cargo across endless dunes without water. The air is thick with the smell of hay, leather saddles, and the exotic, lingering scent of patchouli and musk. Handlers are carefully loading wooden crates and leather bales. You can see the diversity of the world right in this one courtyard. There are Tang dynasty emissaries dressed in exquisite, lightweight silks. There are Persian traders in elaborate embroidered coats, Indian merchants carrying heavy bags of uncut gemstones, and Turkic nomads from the northern steppes managing the horses. Every drop of water, every ounce of food, and every step of the journey has been meticulously planned. The Taklamakan Desert and the perilous mountain passes are entirely unforgiving. A single miscalculation in supplies means the entire caravan fails. The merchants have built an elaborate system of outposts, oases, and way stations to cross the void. It requires absolute precision. But right now, the supplies are secured and the city is waking up. By the time the sun is fully up, you are heading toward the central bazaar of Samarkand. This is the main commercial artery of the city, and it is unlike anything else on the continent. The architecture features massive, towering arches of fired brick, decorated with intricate geometric terracotta patterns. This isn't just a market, it is a global exhibition. Samarkand is the grand filter of the world's wealth, and this is what greets you when you enter. You are walking along the shaded avenues, covered by wooden awnings to keep out the intense steppe sun. Inside, the sensory overload hits you immediately. You hear a dizzying symphony of languages: Sogdian, which is the universal language of trade, Middle Chinese, Arabic, Persian, Greek, and Sanskrit. Stalls sell absolutely everything the known world produces. You see sheer, almost translucent silk bolts from Chang'an, perfectly clear blown glass from Syria, brilliant blue lapis lazuli from the deep mines of Afghanistan, pearls from the Persian Gulf, and towering mounds of black pepper and cinnamon from the Malabar coast of India. Samarkand itself is an agricultural and manufacturing powerhouse, exporting massive amounts of sweet melons, silverwork, and a newly acquired world-changing technology, paper. They control the flow of goods, and that makes the Sogdian merchants the wealthiest citizens of the era. By mid-morning, you are at a trading office near the spice market. You need a contract written, a complex letter of credit. You are investing in a caravan heading to the Tang capital, and you will receive your return in raw silk next year. The clerk sits at a low wooden table with a pristine, smooth sheet of paper. Samarkand recently mastered the art of papermaking from Chinese artisans, and it is revolutionizing the world. Heavy clay tablets and expensive animal parchments are being replaced by this lightweight, incredible material. The clerk uses a fine hairbrush and deep black ink to write the contract in the flowing, elegant Sogdian alphabet. He writes your name, the caravan leader's name, the exact weight of the investment, the expected exchange rate, and the repayment date. Then he presses a carved seal dipped in red cinnabar paste onto the paper. That is your signature. Your seal is registered with the Merchant Guild. If the contract is broken, your reputation across the entire Silk Road will evaporate. The paper is folded, carefully sealed, and filed away in an extensive archive. Thousands of these documents exist, moving back and forth across the continent, documenting an incredibly sophisticated financial system that includes early forms of checks and banking. You pay the clerk using a complex mixture of currencies. You use Byzantine gold solidi, perfectly minted and universally trusted, alongside Tang dynasty bronze coins featuring square holes in the center. Everything in Samarkand is measured and converted. The merchants are obsessed with exchange rates, weights, and logistics. They divide the globe into manageable, calculated routes. By noon, you are walking past the city's sophisticated infrastructure. Rising above the brick buildings are the intricate windcatchers and the massive waterwheels turning in the Zarafshan River. The climate here is a harsh, arid steppe. To survive, the engineers have constructed qanats, a massive, brilliant network of underground canals that bring pure, ice-cold water from the distant mountains directly beneath the city streets. You see massive stone courtyards where the water flows up into reflecting pools, surrounded by lush pomegranate trees, sweet-smelling jasmine, and grapevines spilling over the edges. It creates a green, perfectly cooled oasis in the middle of a brown, dusty landscape. This is a city that brings water to the desert, maintaining a pristine, thriving environment against all geographical odds. It is a city that declares absolute mastery over the elements through engineering and intellect. By afternoon, you are standing near the religious center of your neighborhood. The spiritual landscape of Samarkand is as diverse as its markets. You can see the curved dome of a new Islamic mosque, the cross of a Nestorian Christian church, and the intricate carvings of a Buddhist temple, all within walking distance of each other. But you belong to the ancient faith of the region. You approach a Zoroastrian fire temple. It is a striking, perfectly square stone building. Inside, the priests are conducting the afternoon rituals. They wear pristine white robes and a cloth covering over their mouths to ensure their breath does not pollute the sacred element. At the center of the sanctuary, in a massive bronze urn, burns the eternal flame. It is fed with fragrant sandalwood and sweet herbs. To the Zoroastrians, the fire is the ultimate symbol of purity, light, and the supreme creator, Ahura Mazda. The theology is built on the profound concept of cosmic order. The world is a constant balance between Asha, which is truth, order, and light, and Druj, which is falsehood and deceit. Every ritual, every honest business contract, every fair weight on a merchant's scale reinforces this cosmic order. The merchants take this very seriously. Maintaining absolute truth in your ledgers keeps the darkness at bay and keeps the society functioning perfectly. As the sun sets, you are on the elevated terrace of your estate. You are looking at the sky. The merchants of the Silk Road are some of the best practical astronomers in the world. They have been tracking the movements of the stars for centuries. They have blended the sophisticated star charts of Greek astronomers with the advanced mathematics of Indian scholars. Why? Because the heavens are the ultimate map. When a caravan is deep in the endless, featureless dunes of the Taklamakan desert, the winds erase all footprints and roads within minutes. The only constant, the only reliable guide is the night sky. The navigators watch obsessively, calculating latitude by the height of the North Star, determining exactly when the winter storms will arrive, and timing their desert crossings for the coolest parts of the night. This is highly sophisticated mathematics applied to extreme survival and global commerce. Modern global navigation owes its foundation to these merchants watching the sky and calculating angles across the dunes. As darkness falls, you head inside your home. Your estate is large, with thick, beautifully plastered walls and a flat roof designed to catch the evening breeze. The rooms are arranged around a lush central courtyard. There are no large windows facing the dusty street. Everything opens inward for absolute privacy and tranquility. Inside, your wife has been managing the vast household and the domestic side of the business. In Sogdian society, women hold immense economic power. Because the male merchants travel for years at a time, the women are entrusted with managing the family wealth, authorizing contracts, overseeing the property, and investing in local ventures. They are highly educated, deeply respected, and essential to the functioning of the entire trade network. Dinner is a celebration of the global connections you facilitate. You sit on thick, intricately woven Persian carpets. The food is magnificent. There are large, warm flatbreads baked on the walls of a clay tandoor oven. You are served rich, saffron-infused rice from the south, roasted vegetables seasoned with black pepper from India, and incredibly sweet, legendary Samarkand peaches. You drink a fine, fermented grape wine poured from a delicate silver ewer crafted by Sasanian silversmiths. The wealthy live very comfortably here, surrounded by the absolute best products the world has to offer, enjoying the fruits of their immense logistical achievements. After dinner, you might host visiting merchants from distant lands. You sit in the cool courtyard, sharing stories of the far ends of the earth. You hear tales of the magnificent, towering pagodas of the Tang capital, the sprawling, sophisticated libraries being built in the Abbasid realms, and the vast, glittering oceans of the East. These stories travel the exact same routes as the silk and the spices, weaving the cultures of the world together in real time. Late at night, the city finally gets quiet. There is no major street lighting, just darkness and the brilliant canopy of stars. You can hear the distant, reassuring sound of the river, the soft bells of camels shifting in the nearby Caravanserais, and the gentle rustling of the courtyard trees. People do not wander the deep desert at night without immense preparation. The environment outside the city is unimaginably harsh. The travelers believe the deep desert is inhabited by illusions, mirages, and spirits of the wind that can lead a merchant off the path and into the endless dunes. To ensure safe journeys, travelers carry intricate amulets of lapis lazuli, read protective verses from their respective holy books, and rely heavily on the experienced guides who know every single well and rock formation on the route. They hope their contracts will be honored, their navigation will be true, and their goods will arrive safely at the far edges of the continent. So, that was 24 hours on the ancient Silk Road. It wasn't just a dusty trail or a single line on a map. It was the real, breathing network of antiquity with its paper contracts and complex currencies, astronomers watching the stars, and the great cities flowing with the wealth of a dozen different empires. Samarkand was already legendary when this day happened. The city had existed for centuries and would continue to flourish, adapting to new empires, new technologies, and new eras of global trade. In 750 AD, it was the definitive center of the world, the city where mathematics, astronomy, law, and commerce reached heights that connected the East to the West in ways that permanently altered human history. They gave the Western world the secret of paper. They facilitated the spread of the numeral system we use today. They moved the foundational texts of science and philosophy across the mountains, preserving and sharing knowledge on a monumental scale. The physical caravans have long since faded into the sands, and the great empires they traded with have transformed. But the ideas survived. Every time you write on a piece of paper or appreciate the interconnected nature of the modern global economy, you are experiencing the direct legacy of the Silk Road. The routes shifted, but the world they built together never unraveled. This video is brought to you by the Paladin Learn History app. Scan the QR code to learn more history.